It's Monday, May 14th, and this is Strictly Business Talk Show.
Beautiful day, I'm feeling good. Gonna make some moves. No more shoulda, coulda. No time to waste, got nothing to lose. Now it's time to move forward. Baby, all I can be. So glad to be free. 'Cause I know if I try, no matter how I'm feeling, I can fly high. Ooh, no ceiling. I'll do my best. I ain't gonna stress, 'cause I'm taking care of business. Strictly business.
Today, we're going to introduce the beautiful ladies of Strictly Business Talk Show. I'm Charlene Elliott, CEO of Elliott by Design and founder of League of Professional Women.
Hi, I'm Tanisha Johnson, founder of Beyond This Moment Life Coaching and Business Consulting, co-founder of Love Marriage Ministries, and co-founder of League of Professional Women.
Hi, I'm Yvette Conyers, family nurse practitioner and nurse educator, co-founder of League of Professional Women.
Hi, I'm Christine Franklin, founder of Franklin Family Daycare and co-founder of I Rock Love, also co-founder of League of Professional Women.
Hi, I'm Rosalind Matthew, founder of Beauty for Ashes Makeup Artistry and co-founder of League of Professional Women.
Hi, I'm Yolanda Wade, bookkeeper and co-founder of League of Professional Women.
So ladies, how long have you been working in your career field or in your business? We'll start with you, Tanisha.
I've been coaching probably for close to 10 years and decided to make it a business because so many people would tell me how good I am at helping them with setting goals. And so I would say Beyond This Moment has been officially open for almost 4 years. 4 years.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Great. Well, you know, ladies, for me, I'm still undecided. Being in healthcare is pretty challenging but rewarding. And when I find my business and my niche, I want to make sure it's right for me and for those who I'm going to care for.
Absolutely. But we would like to congratulate Yvette, just graduated this weekend with her doctorate's degree. Yes.
Hey, doctor.
Doctor in the house.
I've been in business for my daycare for 4 years. With I Rock Love, it's been 5 years, so I'm excited.
For me, Beauty for Ashes, I've been a professional makeup artist for 23 years. As a business owner, this is my first time actually opening my own establishment. This is my first year, just celebrating my anniversary in April.
Hey.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I'm excited. Working hard, but excited.
Yes.
Well, I've been doing bookkeeping ever since I received my associate's degree and back many years ago. So I can say I've been doing bookkeeping. It's been 20 plus years that I've been working with numbers.
Wow, numbers girl.
Yeah.
Tanisha, what made you want to go into a marriage ministry?
Oh, wow. So we had been working with couples, my husband and I, Corey, and we were individually working with couples one-to-one, different goals they were trying to set for their relationship. We were a part of a larger entity called Marriage Encounter, and we noticed that there weren't a lot of individuals that were married that felt like they could be a part of Marriage Encounter. They were not in the church. They were disconnected from people in their family or friends that were not married. They were looking for something, and we knew that because we had personal relationships. So Love was founded to actually provide a platform to show and reflect the image of Black love, the Black family, and that those relationships are healthy, they're thriving, successful, and that there are tools that we can share to help build the foundation for their relationship to continue and to grow, because marriage comes in seasons. So we decided that we would start Love Marriage Ministries and formally welcome in couples and help them nurture their relationship. Married 17 years, so we said we have a little something to offer, and being in a relationship for 20 years. So it's for married couples, but it's open to couples that are exclusively dating and couples that are engaged.
Whether they're in church or out of church?
Whether they're in church or out of church. So that was one of the reasons it was founded.
And you guys have a conference next month.
Yes, we do. The conference is called Why Did I Get Married? So if everybody has seen the movie, and I'm sure a lot of people have, there's 2 movies. So Why Did I Get Married was something we sat down and talked about 2 years ago. And we said, we want a conference where people are going to look and say, that's for me. So it's a variety of different topics. We talk about love, sex, and intimacy, in sickness and in health. We talk about the blended family. We talk about communication. And so we have presenters that married couples that are presenting a different workshop. And then we have a panel of couples that are also going to be speaking to different areas related to marriage. And so that conference is on June 9th, and the opening is June 8th, which is going to be a love comedy show, which will be hosted by Yolanda Smiles. Nice. And so we're excited about that. So June 8th is the comedy show, and June 9th is the conference. And we're expecting quite a few couples near and far to come, and it's going to be an amazing event. And last year was a huge success, so we went to a larger venue at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Awesome.
Now, I have a question for Rosalind.
Absolutely.
You've been doing makeup for 23
years.
Yes. And what made you want to get in that field? And you've been in it a while, so obviously you love it.
I have loved makeup ever since I could remember, but at 6, I considered myself a makeup artist. Everybody remembers Jet Magazine, right? Yes. And they always had a page for makeovers, and I would look and study those makeover pages, and then you had an opportunity at the bottom to order the makeup, and I would try to order. It never came to me because I wasn't old enough, and I didn't have a checking account or a credit card. But as a child, I had suffered from low self-esteem, and I felt like if I could just make myself beautiful, I would then become beautiful. So I wanted to make everybody feel good about themselves, whether they saw it or not. Then as I got older, I saw deeper. I saw past the outward appearance. I saw the heart and the soul. So I truly look at everybody and everything, and I see beauty in everything. So that's what makes me stay in it, and that's my passion in it. So tell me, how did you get interested in numbers? I am so scared of numbers. I run from numbers. Okay, can I get an amen?
It's funny, just taking an accounting class, you know, in the process of being in school, whatever else, and didn't think, I just stumbled over it. And just, again, dealing with numbers and loving to be accurate and just having things on point. I think that's, you know, my niche or whatever else that I like. So I like my job, and I try to do well at it.
See, that's something, beauty and brains, you know, and everybody needs a good bookkeeper, and business is so needed. Christine, I want to know more. Were you the person responsible for all of the married couples coming together outside in Genesee Park with the different T-shirts on based on the year that you were married? It's beautiful.
Yes.
This is the girl who was, and her husband who were, can you tell us more about that? And you're taking that all, tell us more about that.
Yes, me and my husband, we hosted our Rock Love photo shoot last year.
Yes.
The photographer was Todd Elliott. Thanks, Todd. And Charlene. We just wanted everybody to come together just to show that marriage still exists. Healthy marriages still exist. Because, you know, we hear so many negative things about marriage. Like, oh, it's not going to last. It's not this, it's not that. But we had a lot of couples come out that was 20 years plus. Like, that was amazing. So me and my husband just wanted to have that photo. And it was amazing. We had a big heart. It was just amazing.
I saw it on Facebook, and I'm a married person too, and it's not always easy. You know, there's times you want to give up, but I want my husband and I to get more involved with other married couples. It's so needed. But when I saw that, I thought it was absolutely beautiful. The colors represented just looked beautiful and made me want to be a part. So to sit next to you, this is just awesome to know that you had something to do with that.
And there's a
We'll
part
be having
two.
another one in August, so
Okay, sorry.
be on the lookout.
Okay.
And last month you did one in Atlanta.
Yeah, so yes.
And Atlanta?
Yes.
So we're becoming global with this thing.
Yes.
Very
All right.
good, very nice.
All right.
It's not the first, and that won't be the last. So we're gonna travel this thing.
All right. So when you go to Rome, I'm going to Rome to Rome.
And we'll be back and get all the goods from Dr. Conyers.
All right.
How you guys doing? We are Corey.
How you guys doing?
So what should we be saying?
Hi, we're Corey.
Hi.
No.
We're-
Cut. Okay.
He don't say cut. He says cut.
Okay. Okay. Start it all over. I'm sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, we're Corey and Tanisha Johnson, and we are the founders of Love Marriage Ministries.
Love Marriage Ministries is bringing to you Why Did I Get Married? Part 2. if you're engaged, or if you're married, or if you're in an exclusive relationship thinking about marriage. It's for you because there's so much involved with communication, money matters, love and intimacy, all those things that happen in relationships that will prepare you for your marriage, or if you're in your marriage right now, you know that marriage comes in seasons, and there are so many things we experience on this radical journey of love. And so at this conference, you'll be refreshed, you'll be renewed, and you'll have the opportunity to engage with other couples. So we want you to join us.
So please join us June 9th at the Hilton Garden Inn. It's gonna be an amazing day.
Every registered couple will be invited to the Love Comedy Show taking place the day before the conference on June 8th. Same location, Hilton Garden Inn, Friday, June 8th, downtown Rochester. Some of the workshops that you'll be experiencing on June 9th include love and intimacy, communication, financial matters, and so much more.
So if you would like more information, you can check us out at
www.lovemarriageministries.com. Last year, we had a phenomenal event, which ended with a special surprise. This year, we promise another special surprise is on the way. We're hoping you'll join us. Love Marriage Ministries presents our second annual Why Did I Get Married conference.
Annual. So it's gonna be even bigger. It's gonna be better. There's gonna be more love, more couples, and all we need is
You. Keep the love flowing.
Keep it flowing, everybody, and be blessed.
Welcome back, and we're going to continue our conversation with Dr. Conyers and the reason why she's in the field she's in.
I wanted to be a neonatologist. It didn't work out. Got pregnant last year in high school, and wanting to become a nurse was a backup for me. When I look back over that time frame, I say, wow, 18 years later, I'm really glad I decided to be a nurse. That was a passion of mine, continues to be a passion of mine. My goal is really to inspire and empower other women and other men, really to diversify the nursing profession more so than what it is now. And just that's my way of giving back.
So proud of you, Dr. Conyers. So proud of you.
So what exactly, if you had any piece of advice, ladies, to give someone that's in our position, like juggling with family and business and having goals, what's something that you could share that would inspire them to get moving on what it is they're trying to accomplish?
Let fear motivate you, not stifle or cripple you, you know? I mean, a little bit of fear is healthy, but it should also be your motivator and something to prompt you to get out of your comfort zone and just to move forward, to soar towards your dreams.
That was good.
I would say, we're not promised tomorrow. So, we really have to go full forward, give it our best every day that we wake up,
I would also say be bold. A lot of times we're just so, at myself, I'm just such an introvert that I'm not as bold as I would like to be. And doing the things that I'm doing now is causing me to be more bold. And you would have to do that in any career or business that you have.
I agree. I
would say be locourageous. Just like Ross said, the fear. Take that fear and just face everything and rise. So, yeah.
What would you say, Yolanda?
I agree the same thing. My feeling is definitely be courageous and don't let anything hold you back, and coming out of your comfort zone, no matter at what season you are in your life or whatever else is important. So.
I think for me, I would most recommend that you stay in your lane. And I had to learn that because I'm a yes person. So we're reading Chandra Rhimes' Year of Yes.
Yes, we are.
I need to read the book that says say no. And a lot of people tell me that when they see me, they're like, you need to say no to some things. And people don't realize I actually say no a lot. Really? I just stepped down from 2 projects, not projects, but committees I was working on. Not stepped down, but my term was ending. I decided to not renew. So I kind of stepped back. And the reason I did that is because not that it wasn't in line with my purpose, but just because it gives me that good feeling in my belly doesn't mean that's where I need to focus all of my attention, especially if it's taken away from, you know, my life coaching business, our marriage ministry business, and some other things that we're doing. And then we have a family. So for me, I had to learn over the years through mentors like Dr. Iris Bannister, Dr. Marilyn Patterson Grant, who would always tell me, and Jackie Campbell, who would always say, don't make the left or right. If you stay in your lane, the no's come easier. You won't have a laundry list of things and you won't run as much. Be fully committed with restless abandon to what your purpose is without, you know, if you're saying that you're in line with coaching, it doesn't mean that you can on the side sell jewelry, but you have to be mindful of not going for every, you're all over the place, so then it confuses people as well.
Like they say, a jack of all trades and master of none. So you're not mastering what you really want to do, but you have your hands in everything.
And everything. And it confuses people with your brand. So I try to stay consistent, you know, helping people live purpose-driven, children and families. That's, you know, the family unit is what I'm most committed to. And I try not to, when people ask me to do certain things, I try to stay, you know, make sure it's in line with who I am, as opposed to saying yes because it feels good to say yes in the moment. And it's hard, if you're a yes person like I am, telling someone no, especially if you care about them and they're trying to pursue something, it gets hard, and you find yourself, you know, pulling away from what you should be doing for your own business.
Something I'm learning.
Well, since you brought up, you know, that we've been reading the book by Shonda Rhimes, The Year of Yes, and that is what actually brought us all together here at this table, is that book, so that we can say yes to things that we wouldn't say yes to.
That's right.
Building a sisterhood and just growing together and doing things together that haven't been done before. And so saying yes to certain things is healthy.
That's right. Absolutely.
But also saying no and being comfortable saying no.
Comfortable with your no.
Because that's where I tend to feel bad about saying no to certain things, like, oh no, I have to be here, I have to do this, I have to do that. But learning that I don't have to be everywhere, I don't have to do everything. It's okay to say no and don't have to feel like you need to explain yourself for saying
I feel like that falls under the year of yes. Yes, you can say no.
Right. That's right. Being open to saying no, absolutely.
Because for me too, I call that falls under the category of being a people pleaser, you know, and that comes at the risk of sacrificing yourself and your own happiness and somebody's, you know. So I'm learning that this year, and it's good to see these examples, you know, before me.
So funny, Tanisha, you mentioned that. I will be speaking of self-care a little bit later, but definitely is going to be important. Got to take care of ourselves before we take care of others.
I agree. Well, good, ladies. So there's many challenges that we face in our career and in our businesses. There's a website that lists 7 different challenges. And there's one that I can speak to particularly, and it's the playing with the boys. And in my field of design, there's not a lot of women who do graphic arts or web design. So I would find myself in a male-dominated career field, and the office is just all men. I'm the only woman. And then I'm not in a position where I should be. I'm in a lower position. I'm not reaching my full potential. So I find that difficult as being a woman in the design field. So I'm not sure if either of you ladies can speak to some of these challenges that we do face as women in you know, our workforce and in our...
I agree with what you're saying. Even with makeup artistry, it can become an old boys game too. Let me tell you why. The higher up you get in the field of makeup artistry, you see a lot of male makeup artists who are dominating the field, even in the beauty industry. And it's like women, it's such an odd commodity for women to see men, you know, making women beautiful with makeup artistry, but it's actually been something that's been around for years. If you go back and do your history research, like Revlon, they used to use Revlon and stuff like that back in the day in cinema. So it's always been dominated by men. But flash forward, for me, in the business industry, coping with fear and the fear of failure, failure is not a bad thing in business, okay? Because you can learn from it. If you get stuck in that failure, that's when it becomes crippling and not something that's positive. When I started out in business years ago, I would say it was my 4th year as a professional makeup artist. And I went on out, I was working in corporate America and I got laid off. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do this full time. And I failed miserably. It was just miserable. And I'm like, I'm never gonna be a business owner again, ever. But the Beauty for Ashes just kept resonating in my spirit. So I pushed the fear aside and I started off small and I built up and built up. And this opportunity that I have now, being my own business owner and having my own space, it was God ordained, and I wasn't afraid to take the step. So I overcame that. There's still other goals that I have for myself, but I'm becoming more comfortable with fear and moving past it. You guys are helping me with that too, okay?
I think that's a great point with fear of failure and with the boys club, and I think I've seen both. So although I'm an owner of 2 businesses, I'm in education, and in that field, I think where you see the good old boys is when I look at board resolutions and see the pay that a teacher may come in at or an administrator, and I know that the woman has more skills. I know that she has a longer history in the field, and then you see the differences in pay, and it kind of sets you back because you hear about it. When politicians go out and say equal wages and things like that, but you can actually see it up close and personal in education because you can look at wages and see that, this person who just came in and got into teaching or whatever field they're in, administration, is at a considerably higher salary than a woman who is coming in with more experience, especially if you know the people that are getting hired. So
how do you overcome that though? I mean, how do you move and push past
Right. Well, we have a union, so people can definitely follow up with the union and see where you're going in. But I think it mostly happens with promotions, not when you just start either. So when you're in education and you're being promoted into different levels is where you see, how come this person was promoted in this level of administration with this pay versus this person? And the only thing you can really look at is gender, especially if you know the people personally. So, for me, it's about advocating for yourself and taking it to your union if you're in a position where you have a union that's working for you.
All right, those were great responses to the challenge, and we'll be right back.
Look and feel amazing at Beauty for Ashes Makeup Artistry. Fashion, beauty, bridal, cinema, television, makeup artist Rosalind Matthew does it all. At Beauty for Ashes Makeup Artistry, we can take you from ordinary to extraordinary with breathtaking, classic, trendy, sophisticated looks suited to enhance your natural beauty. Beauty for Ashes Makeup Artistry hosts a lovely atmosphere suited for a queen. Call today for your winning look at 585-415-4509. Beauty for Ashes Makeup Artistry. We see the beauty in you inside and out.
I was saying earlier, it's important that we have self-care. It's great that we're all doing businesses and want to stay in businesses, but, without proper self-care, it can lead to negative consequences like burnout, fatigue, tiredness, etc. It's important we maintain our physical, emotional, and mental health. Let me just say, stress is a normal part of life, right? It's a normal physical and emotional response that we have to certain situations, but again, if we don't manage it well, it could cause consequences. So I just want to take a minute to talk about some of the things that we can do to take care of ourselves. Social media, how we are all so connected to social media. In the morning when we wake up, let's just take 10 minutes and not do social media. What about meditation? What about 5 minutes of deep breathing? What about stretching, right? So in a minute, I'm going to find out, what do you guys do to take care of yourself? We can also take a short walk, communicate with friends, drink lots of water, get good sleep. All those things are helpful to proper mental hygiene and help us with stress. So as business owners, what are you guys doing to take care of yourself?
Well, for me, my outlet is my music and my treadmill. So that is the best stress reliever, is to just get on my treadmill with my headphones and just walk.
Yeah. That's great. That's good. That walking and increases endorphins in our body, gets that blood flowing, helps us to be stress-free. That's great. What about you, Tanisha?
I think for me, I am such a lover that I can de-stress by hugging and loving on my kids, my tribe. my family, and definitely loving too. I mean, we're all grown here. Making love is a stress reliever.
All right.
Good love.
Okay.
And so, I mean, can we say that that's definitely
Absolutely.
one area of our lives that's important, and I think we get a little shy about saying that, but I think it's just not just the physical act, but the intimacy.
Right.
So for me, just cuddling with my husband and being rubbed on, because I have a lot of back stress as well.
Yeah.
Massaging and touching and just being heard is a stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the work that I do in coaching clients and counseling students, I'm doing a lot of the hearing. And so I take it all in, and I take a lot of it home. And so just being heard is a stress reliever for me, because I get to actually freely say how I'm feeling, de-stress about my day, get rubbed on, get loved on by my kids, by my husband.
Yeah.
And definitely time out for myself. So I do take a girls trip once or twice a year, a couple times a year. And sometimes it's business and pleasure. And I just make sure when I go on business trips, if it's supposed to be pleasure and a mixture of both, that I make sure I balance in a healthy way and not sit at conferences and then go into my hotel room and get on the laptop or go on social media. It's really checking out the town. But
That's what it definitely has to be. And obviously, a girl's trip can be a costly expense. Something that I do that is a little bit of cost as well is I get monthly massages. It's a benefit through my job, but I take advantage of that benefit and I treat myself to 60 minutes of just relaxing, and it's nice. What about you, Christine?
For me, I like to clean. I like to listen to music. I like to clean. But I also like to read. If I'm not cleaning, I'm reading. Like, that's a stress reliever for me. Like, I have to go in my room and close my door, lock it, because them kids, they will be busting in. So that's what I need to do for me. And drink some tea. Because,
Herbal teas are good. Green teas, herbal teas are good
chai
for
tea
you.
is really
Yes, those are.
What about you, Roz?
I too like massages, and I just recently started back up with that again. I had a mental health stress day a couple weeks ago, and my husband surprised me with a spa day. So I had a body scrub and a massage. I like touch as well. Also, to me, I love to shop when I'm stressed out. Not just spend money, but look around. It's not just for clothes. I like to decorate, so I'm always looking for something beautiful, and my mind is always running. So to look at something nice and think about how I can turn that into something nice, a project or whatever, that's a stress reliever for me. Yeah.
You mentioned your mind is running. Meditation really can help, like, to slow down the mind a lot. It's a process. A lot of people who do like yoga, those type of things, they meditate, but meditation is hard.
I've never tried it.
Never
so
tried it. So
That piqued
we'll
my
talk about
interest.
that.
Absolutely.
Ilana, what about you?
I like spending alone time with myself, taking care of myself, and I'm trying to do that a lot more. I'm always continuously running with my family, running my kids around, but now that they're older, not to say they don't need me as much, but I'm finding that quality time for taking care of me, getting a pedicure. I love it. Going shopping, just looking around, and mostly it's like around home would be being organized. I like just having things in order, getting things in order, and then that just makes me feel good too. And knowing better, I need to drink more water. I'm trying to work on that, as well as reading more. I want to read more at night before I go to bed.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got to drink that water. Take a sip of that right there. But it's definitely important that, we take some time to ourselves. There's no way we can run these businesses and provide that expert advice and care to others if we don't take care of ourselves.
Point taken. Here.
Will do. And the meditation is one that I'm going to try to pick up as well.
We'll work on that.
Yep. That was good. Well, we'll be right back. In March, we asked you all to submit a deserving mom to our Fabu Mom Makeover. We would like to thank you all for your submissions, and here is how the lucky winners' makeover turned out.
I nominated Ashley Henderson, my daughter, because she struggled. The last 3 years has been really, really hard for her. She didn't know if she was coming or going. She didn't have a job. She was on social service. She didn't have a car. And I helped her a lot. And she made it. She worked for Verizon. She went from answering the phones to now helping hiring in the office. So she's doing really good. She struggles still with her boys, Fondell and Michael. She's truly making it. I mean, it was heartbreaking for me to see her struggle, but she's doing it by herself, you know. So her struggle is real, and anybody can do it. All they gotta do is put their mind to it. So that's why I nominated her. I think she'll be beautiful when she come out. Happy Mother's Day, Ashley, and happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Well, Ashley, for Mother's Day, the League of Professional Women would like to present you with this gift we received from Tasha Jones.
Oh, thank you.
Some items for you to have.
Thank you, ladies.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you. These are yours. Thank you.
We hope you have a wonderful Mother's
You
Day.
too.
And
You guys
enjoy
made
your
it wonderful. I want to say happy Mother's Day to my mom, Michelle, who is the most inspiring woman that I've ever met. Me, you know, in 32 years, I've never met any woman that I would want to be more like than my mom. Strong, you know, beautiful, talented, and is definitely my rock, my backbone, and is the reason that I want to be, you know, one of the best moms, let me say, but she inspires me to be a mom like her every day with my two boys. So happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into Strictly Business. Join us next week as we discuss the importance of having a support system. We'll also have a very special guest mompreneur. You do not want to miss this. Have a great week.
Take